So out of that, where are you headed? What do you have on this Pedalboard 2 that we haven't?
Okay, out of the Rainbow Machine, then we go into kind of a standard just delay sampler thing. Pretty simple there. I got this in Japan because my delay pedal stopped working, and so I found this in a really cool shop. Actually, there's kind of a funky sample setting on it that you can, I guess it kind of has some cool sampling things, but I think it's maybe a late 80s, maybe early 90s thing to where the whole sampling within the pedal hadn't gotten super crazy yet.
Right,
so
right.
I usually mostly use that as just a delay thing.
Awesome.
So then we're going into this sheep thing, which by the way, there is a little bit of a buzz going through the amp that we're noticing, but that kind of just comes with the territory of having all this weird shit.
Right,
I mean, if
I agree.
I guarantee if I had all Earthquaker things and Digitech and perfect brand new, you know,
Boss, right.
whatever cables, right. It wouldn't be there. But all things considered, I actually, a lot of people will talk about this. I mean, there's a little teeny high-end kind of buzzy thing going on, but I mean, again, all things considered, that's pretty minimal for having a bunch of broken shit
right.
that is modded with speaker wire in the middle of it, you know, held together by electrical tape. It's not that bad, all things considered.
No, not at all.
Okay, so now we go into the sheet pedal, which was actually given to me by a fan of our band. We do this thing where a lot of times if someone can't afford to get into a show or they want to trade, they have a t-shirt or they want a t-shirt but they can't afford it, we do like a barter system where it's like, hey, bring us something that is you don't want but may have value to us. So it kind of happened to where people started bringing us old broken pedals. So I've gotten a lot of awesome, really cool shit that someone's like, this thing's busted, it makes weird sounds, I can't do anything with it. So this dude who goes by the name of Panda, he's kind of like this Atlanta weirdo teenager that always brings us a lot of bizarre shit. I mean, he's brought us like bags of pubic hair, sidewalk chalk, and like expired tea. Look, I'm being like real. This is a critter dude who's weird. And you know, we don't have a lot of like casual listeners. A lot of our dudes that are into probably experimental music across the board are weirdos. You probably got to be a weirdo to be into this stuff.
Sure.
You know, and that's changing, but that's another thing. So anyway, so he brought me this Ibanez fuzz pedal, and I kind of just call it my Panda fuzz. I don't know what it is. It's kind of one of these. I don't know what the models of these are called, but I like a lot of. I have a bunch of these at home. These funky Ibanez ones. I feel like they're kind of doing a lot of weird, noisy, bizarre pedals, kind of like what the Meat Box and what was the other one? The Buzz Box in the 90s, which were kind of just like these funky things. See, buzz is gone.
Yes.
Like that. The buzz disappears. So who knows?
Panda just came into the room spiritually.
You never know with this stuff. And to go off on another tangent, that's kind of like the beauty of it. It's just sort of like you have to just kind of like figure it out on the fly. And that's like philosophically, that has a lot to do with our music. But I don't know where I was going with that. Ibanez makes these kind of weird, funny fuzzes, modulators, chorus things, and there's funny settings on it like wacky, extra weird, or whatever. And I feel like it's kind of like that whole 90s thing that DOD was doing with Meatbox, Buzzbox, the grunge pedal, where back then it was kind of like, whoa, weird. But now it's a really cool thing. So I have a feeling that 10 years down the line, these Ibanez pedals will be really cool. So anyways, let me turn this thing on. It makes a really loud, fucked up buzz that's kind of like this weird reverse gate. When you stop playing, it gets really, really loud and crazy. But I don't know what's up with it. It seems broken to me, but I really, really like the sound. And also it's like you can't even like turn it. So that's just this buzz sound. the Panda Fuzz, dude. It's so weird.
So tight.
Then there's this. We started. I didn't have that when we did our last record, but I kind of started incorporating this into some live songs because it's just got this really kind of. Like something dying, like a computer dying or something. I love that.
You're starving it for electricity.
Yeah,
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, so that's the Panda Fuzz. I don't know. Maybe there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe it's supposed to do that. I don't know.
Right.
So coming out of the Panda Fuzz is into this really old. I don't know what year these are. They must be 80s. This kind of like this Ibanez production. It's a modulation delay. I found this on tour. And I don't know where it was. It was many years ago. We found it in a pawn shop somewhere, maybe in New Mexico or something. And we found 2 of them in the same pawn shop. So me and my other guitar player, we both got them. Another modulation weirdness, just kind of like the Space Station and the Rainbow Machine. Right now I'm using it as more of like a heavy chorus. I love chorus, dude. People like will rip on chorus, but I love it. I love 80s guitar, rolling jazz chorus stuff.
Yeah. Everybody ripped Van Halen when he went to the chorus pedal after the first couple records.
Yeah.
It's like, hey man, he wanted to develop his sound.
Yeah. So I'm using a lot of the chorus sounds, but before I had gotten into the Space Station and the Rainbow Machine, and a lot of times I still will use this stuff, it's totally like impractical, doesn't make any sense, but I... And so whatever, I don't know how the brains of this thing works, but obviously something is going on inside it, and it doesn't matter when you turn it on. It's completely in whatever cycle the thing is spinning at. You just pick a moment and it happens, you know? So
Awesome.
It's like... So I love that.
Awesome.
So funky.
That's
so
so
funky.
cool, man. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, Ibanez modulation delay. And also just like the aesthetic of these pedals, all kind of spaceship looking,
Yeah.
you know. I
Yeah.
love like a cool looking pedal.
Yes.
And then into
Doesn't
just
it?
kind of like a really basic super overdrive
Right.
boss pedal that I just use for my distortion. I would love to get my hands on a proper like, you know, thing, but like in a lot of ways this thing always seems to do the trick for me. It's kind of versatile and, you know. And then before the DL4 I just have one more distortion that I like to stack up right after the overdrive, and I don't even know what this thing is. A couple years ago we had another guitar player touring with us, and somehow he ended up with this thing. It's a DNC, which I guess stands for distortion and chorus, double effect. So I have no idea where this thing came from, and I had borrowed it from him to try it out, and I just never ended up giving it back to him. He owed me some gas money or something. I was like, yeah, I'll take that thing. And it's just kind of an over-the-top distortion chorus, just kind of your standard chorus sound. And then your gain, your funky distortion. And then you can kind of have them both going at the same time, which gets kind of cool. So that's a really kind of funky thing. The DNC distortion chorus.
Yes.
No idea.
Dolce and Gabbana.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
That is hippie. I love all your pedals, man. And you get, I'm telling you, you're getting every bit of mileage out of each and every pedal. I can tell. And that's somebody who's really invested a lot of time into it. And I appreciate you coming to Pedals and Effects and hooking us up. It's Juan, Pedals and Effects, Nick Reinhart, Tera Melos. They're on tour right now. Go see them. I'm going to put the tour dates in the post. All right, thank you.
Thank you.